Jeez. So now what? Do we keep going?
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round.
Is this real life?
Star keys are required to open the gates.
Okay.
There is no set limit on usage of the star keys.
Okay.
The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
Okay. As many times as we want, huh? Then that means...
As long as you have the star keys, you can play the AB game as many times as you want.
What? Wait, are you saying we can use the star key over and over and over? Let me read that again. Round 3 of the star round. Star keys are gonna... There's no set limit on usage of the star keys. So there's only 3 rounds. Like you said, oh, there might be 3 rounds or 7 rounds or 1,000,000 rounds. What we really meant to say is, you know, that's for the AB game itself, but for the actual going through doors, we only need 3. That's kind of weird. Because the star keys can be used infinitely, then everyone just choose ally over and over and over and over or something, I don't know. It's pretty simple. Yeah, in fact, that's really simple. We just get the star keys and then we'll be done with it. Everybody picks ally until everyone's full. Of course, somebody here is supposed to be 0, but hey, we'll deal with that when the time comes.
You probably won't be allowed to play it continuously, however.
Why not?
There's a period of time between when the doors open and when the polling ends.
I suppose.
Based off the last 2 rounds, I think it's about 45 minutes long.
So you still are forced to wait 45 minutes between each round, but you could do it continuously with the stars, is what they're saying, I think. So you can repeat the game once every 45 minutes or so.
Oh, that's right.
What?
Didn't Zero Jr. say something about that?
Yeah, he did.
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically.
That's not what we were talking about, but actually that's a good point. We should check our bracelets.
The parent solo decided to hop around a bit too.
Oh yeah! That has nothing to do with what we were talking about. Like, I'm not crazy, right? That had nothing to do with what we were talking about? That has nothing to do with what we were talking about, though. That's a completely different subject altogether. An important one, but completely different. So, get your facts straight, game. What are your bracelets, guys? Looks like I'm... a red solo. Oh boy, I'm a solo this time. This is the vision. This is the vision I had, not she. This might be the vision. I wasn't paying attention to the number at the time. Maybe I was a 4. I just noticed the solo part. So, in the vision, I know I was a red solo, I think. So, this must be the vision I had, I guess. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm a magenta pear.
Oh, we have red and magenta at the same time? I thought it would be red, blue, green again.
Me too.
Interesting.
That means we'll be a team this time.
Oh boy, aren't you happy?
I think we'll do great. Yeah.
Like, oh my god, she's just way too happy.
Who's gonna be my partner then?
We'll see.
I'm a cyan pear.
Is the partner here? They might not even be here.
They do not appear to be here.
Yeah, and he's a yellow pear. Oh, well, things are getting really weird then. Wait, what? Red, magenta, yellow, and cyan? That's 4 colors. That's impossible! What? Unless there's a 10th player now? No, there'd need to be 12 What? Well, there doesn't need to be 12. If there's a red solo but no red pair, then it's possible. Or I guess it's also... Okay, let me think about this. Let me think about this in a way that it's possible. If he's a yellow pair, then that means there has to be another yellow player. If there's a cyan pair, then there has to be another cyan player. Which means, the people that are solos... actually, no, I can't get into that because there's 4 colors yet, so it's not that simple. of the 4 people who stayed behind didn't come with us, one of them has to be a yellow pair, and one of them has to be a cyan pair. And that leaves 2 other people. Are they a red pair? Is one of them, are they solos for yellow, blue, or magenta? Are they a completely different pair altogether? That's confusing. We have to go see their bracelets. But I guess this at least means I can be with a lot of people now, like, because I'm a solo. I was waiting for this. I can be with Clover, or Luna, or Kay, or Fi, and 2 other people, possibly everybody. We'll see.
I, for instance, am a yellow pair.
Yeah, that means we have at least 4 colors. That's weird. Huh? Wait a second. If Luna and Clover are a magenta pair, Fi's a cyan pair, and Kay's a yellow pair, who the hell am I supposed to partner up with?
The cyan pair, I imagine.
Maybe? Why?
Vi and her mysterious partner.
Wait, what are you saying? I'm supposed to pair up with the cyan pair? Why would I pair up with the cyan pair? I'm confused. Oh, actually, one thing I guess that's possible is, oh, cyan is blue plus green. So, and yeah, it's the absence of red, so I guess that makes sense. Let me reread that. I guess that makes sense, yeah, the red and the cyan pair, which means, the magenta pair will be with green, and the yellow pair will be with blue? I think that's how it's gonna work. How do you figure that?
Sigma, what colors are added together to create cyan?
Yeah, it's blue and green, the ones that aren't red. Gotcha, that makes sense. Green and blue, right?
What color would you get by adding your red to that?
White? Oh, I get it. I get it, yeah, okay, I understand. But does that mean I can only go with cyan? Because that's pretty lame. Because, really, I have to go with Fi again? I mean, plot, I get it, but really? Red, green, and blue would be white.
Exactly.
So we're all gonna be white because there's white doors, but do you know that? Have you seen the white doors?
So you're saying the next set of chromatic doors are going to be white?
Well, they are.
Yes,
How do you know?
because I have seen them. After leaving the archives, we found a warehouse very similar to this one.
And we never got much info on that, but yeah.
In it was a set of white doors. Well, to be precise, a set of doors which radiated white light.
So are we gonna go see the other 4 people first, or are we going there? To the factory.
Yeah, I saw him too.
Did we go there, or is he just saying that's how we get there? Because I don't get it.
After we were finished in the garden, we went to the same warehouse he's talking about.
So what was with the dot moving just now? Is there any point to that? What? I'm sorry, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? What is the point of doing this?
They had the same little lock thingies. I'm 100% sure they're the next chromatic doors.
Which means we're the only ones who didn't see them. Does that make sense? I suppose that makes sense. Okay,
What about the people back in the infirmary?
we need to go see them.
Do they know about the white doors?
I would think they would.
Yes. If we exclude Quark from their number, then I believe they do.
Let's not exclude Quark, please. Let's save him. I wonder what colors they are. Let's go find out.
As far as pairs go, we're missing a cyan and a yellow.
If Sigma's a red solo, then we should have a green solo and a blue solo back in the infirmary.
But that would mean our teams are set in stone, and that'd be kind of silly.
Well, I'm going back to the infirmary.
Okay. If our teams are set in stone, then my prediction will be that Dio is the Scion pair. And the reason I think that is a couple reasons. A, he was knocked out, so he'll have a lot to say and be pissed off with. So of course I'm gonna be on his team. But also, in what was it? In Sigma's flash forward, most of the events he saw I've now seen. But I remember one event where Dio was being like held to the floor or something like that. We haven't seen that yet, so that's why I think maybe we go with Dio.
I'm kind of worried about Alice and Quark.
I'm very worried. about Quark. Kind of worried about Alice.
I'll go too.
As will I.
As will we. Oh, that's right. Wait, guys. There's something I need to tell you. Oh?
Huh? What is it?
Really now?
Go on.
I meant to say something earlier, but I guess there was just so much other stuff going on. I looked at Phi. She nodded back. Oh, the bomb, right. See, the truth is...
What?
Yup,
Oh no! You found another bomb?
indeed. Yes.
Where?
In the garden. But only in Pathway 3 for some reason. The first two excluded it.
No. That's not possible.
Why
We
not?
didn't see anything like that.
Well, it got added later, I guess.
Could you have missed it?
No!
And I didn't miss it in my playthrough either. Which means, it got added after the fact. It had to have.
No way! We checked every part of that room.
There was a number on this one too. It said 01. Since the one we found in the crew quarter said 03 on it, well,
You think there might be a third bomb out there somewhere?
seems likely.
I think there's a good chance.
Very well. We should split up and find this other bomb.
Oh, we still haven't, deciphered the, other message in the room with the white doors. I kinda wanna see that message again. Oh well.
It could be anywhere.
True. Yeah, I agree.
But even if we do find it, what are we supposed to do?
That is a concern for later.
It's possible it might not have been planted yet, considering it seems like these bombs are being planted during the process of the game.
At the moment, our primary concern should be finding it.
Yeah, it's very possible it hasn't even been planted yet. Although the question is, where are they getting the bomb from? The bombs are decent in size, right? They're not something you can fit in your pocket, are they? If they are, then it's a different story, but... if they're big-ish, then they have to be getting them from somewhere and putting them in the garden / whatever. So the suspects we can probably rule out as far as planting bombs goes. Probably Alice and Quark? Although Alice is iffy, because she could have been acting. Although maybe not, because then she died, and in the other two pathways it wasn't there. And, but I'd say, yeah, so... Anyone really could do it, though, as far as opportunity, because we've always all split up, so... In both the two cases,
You can't fight an enemy you can't see, after all.
I suppose.
Precisely.
Alright, I'll head back to the infirmary and let everybody else know.
Gotcha!
Please.
How about we set a time to meet back here, just in case?
It sounds like a plan.
The time we have left until the chromatic doors open is... Let's see...
Check your bracelet. 157. Quite a bit, actually. So, in the flash forward, no, wait, we didn't see the number. We didn't see his red number, and I think the reason is because the timer was on the screen. Yeah, so, interesting. And the timer was counting down to what? The bomb exploding? So, if the time counting down to the original time countdown was for the first set of doors, the second time was for the second set of doors, third time is for the third set of doors, does that mean the fourth time is till we die? I guess if you think about it in one aspect, maybe that could somehow add up to 9 hours. Like, because, 9 hours, you have 9 hours to beat the game, as it were. When you think about it that way. There'd be 4 timers, so... I guess the timers... I was thinking if there could be a way the timers could all have the same time, and I think that would have to be 2 hours, 15 minutes. But that doesn't really work out, because we've already been in the AB room for 45 minutes. So... but yeah, the timers could be just set differently. Anyways, they could still add up to 9 hours.
1 hour and 57 minutes.
Exactly.
I think approximately half of that should be enough. When we have 1 hour remaining, we should meet back at the infirmary. Acceptable?
Really? 50 minutes, maybe. Because I don't know if 45 minutes is enough. And I think 50 minutes is plenty.
That sounds good to me.
Alright, whatever.
Right. I'll tell the others too.
Although, on one hand, maybe we don't want to be separated for too long, knowing that one of us is 0. So, okay. Fair enough. Good. Let's go! Go, go, Power Rangers! Let's look for a bomb and probably die. So where are we looking? Well, there's the white doors. And the blue doors. And the Memento Mori or whatever it was. So these are the white doors that Kay and Clover were talking about. So we're alone now, right? I mean, I don't think Luna came with us or anything, or Fi. Pretty sure we're alone, so... Yeah, I wonder where this is going. Yeah, there's that lock thing. You just talking to yourself now? Have you always done that? No question these are chromatic doors, I guess.
So it seems.
Oh, you're here! I thought we went alone. Ah! You came with us, apparently. What? When did you...
I've been here the whole time.
Oh god, that's creepy. Oh, seriously? I didn't notice you at all.
Oh, I guess your hearing's starting to go.
What?
How sad.
What? Don't be so mean. Erg. So, what do you want? Why are you stalking me?
I'm not stalking you.
Oh?
I just followed you here.
That's stalking, isn't it? That's pretty much the same thing. But how did you do it? You're totally silent. Are you Batman? She said before she wasn't a bunch of the mans, but I don't know if she mentioned Batman.
I already told you I'm not. Remember? Back in the AB room when we met?
Yeah, actually... You also jumped super high, all the way up to the ceiling.
Right. Aren't you curious about that graffiti?
Maybe she was climbing on the ceiling? Maybe it's a silent ceiling? Or no? It probably makes a lot of rat-a-tat-a noises, so... Rat-a-tat-a-tat-a. But, yeah, the graffiti. Are you gonna tell me what it is, finally? Graffiti? The Ninth Lion of the Sun. Reminds me of the archive. Which... Fi, I don't know if she's went to the archive yet. But yeah. Memento Mori if the Ninth Lion ate the sun. Oh, right, she knows Latin, right? So is she gonna tell us what that's about? Did a kid write that, or what?
Why do you say that?
Because of the lion ate the sun part. Well, they managed to spell ninth wrong. Oh, that's true. It's because it's an anagram, duh. Who puts an E in there? Someone who's making an anagram. And doing it a bit poorly. Or maybe they're tipping you off.
You're right.
Then again, maybe it means something. Maybe it's an anagram, just like the first time.
Do you know what it means?
Maybe it's an anagram, just like the first time. I don't know, you were on top of this shit the first time, so I figured you'd be on top of it this time.
The Latin part.
Oh, no I don't, because I don't speak Latin, but apparently you do. Hey now, give me a little credit. Even I know what Memento Mori means. You do? You see it all over the place. Oh? As far as I know, it translates to something like, be aware of death, or remember your mortality. Oh, he did say this in the pathway, didn't he? Yeah, now I'm remembering. Yeah, remember your mortality. Okay. Never forget that we all die someday. I guess it's some sort of cautionary thing? Never forget that we all die someday if the Ninth Lion ate the sun. Did the Ninth Lion eat the sun? I don't know. The Ninth with the E Lion? Maybe it's a name? The Nineth Lion ate the sun?
What about the other part?
It's exactly what it says on the tin, right? I don't think so. It might be... Yeah, I'm thinking 9 could be a name. now that I see it. Like, if it's not an anagram, then it's a name. That makes the most sense to me. If the Nenith Leon, like, maybe that's somebody's name. Ate the sun. Speaking of lions, I believe Ace's original name in the first game was Lion before Ace just named himself Ace. That was his nickname for him, I think. So it's not an anagram that you can see magically? Anything come to mind?
No, nothing. Nothing at all. What about you?
Nope. Me? Huh. Well, let's see. Memento mori if the ninth lion ate the sun. Memento mori if the ninth lion ate the sun. I repeated the words over and over in my head, but nothing. To be continued! Until you know what it means. So I'd be stupid. Whatever they meant, it was beyond me. But perhaps phi. Latin.
Huh?
Don't you know Latin? Maybe you can figure more of it out.
Well, I know a little. More than most people, I guess, but I'm not an expert.
You certainly seem to know a couple of good phrases. And how do you know that phrase? Elapsum abazuba Jupiters.
Oh, that.
Oh, that. What?
That's from, this.
Oh, what is this? She unpinned the brooch from her chest as she spoke. Oh, God! And held it out to me. So, was she hiding this in her chest? Or am I just being weird? And I mean, I know what a brooch is. But, like, was it in, like, I just... No, it was probably outside. I'm probably making this dirtier than it needs to be. I hesitated for a moment, then took it.
Look at the back.
Oh, really? Wait, so this is a brooch pinned to your neck. Does that mean you've always had this, or did you find it in the Nonary game? I turned it over. Blably bloobly bloobly blably bloobly. So I guess the I is pronounced like a J in Latin, huh?
Yeah.
What is this?
A memento of my late mother.
Late mother, so your mother knew Latin, it seems.
Well, I guess it's something like a memento.
What does that mean? Exactly.
She died right after I was born.
Oh. Well, that sucks. What you say?
I was raised by foster parents, and they told me where the brooch had come from.
Intriguing.
Apparently, it was the only thing my mother had left behind.
That's a shame. What about your father?
Don't have one.
That's impossible.
I guess you could say I was a bastard.
So you do have one, you just don't know anything about it.
I never saw his face, and I don't know his name.
Well, he sounds like a swell guy.
I don't even know if he's alive.
Oh, well that's fun. I couldn't think of anything else to say, so I just handed her back the brooch. Yeah, if it makes you feel better, I could be your daddy. No.
That phrase got to be almost like a prayer for me.
Yeah.
Whenever I had to make a tough decision, I'd say it to myself.
Really? I've never heard it, unless, you know, you're being really quiet.
Sometimes I'd just repeat it over and over like a chant.
Okay.
Before long, I had it memorized.
Got it memorized.
Got me interested in Latin, and I started studying the language.
Alright. Fair enough.
Elapsum semel occasionum non ipsi protest Jupiter reprehendere.
Alright.
Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity.
So is that what was on the back of the brooch, or was that the other thing? I think that was on the back of the brooch. I'm paying full attention. I know it's Latin, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Sounds nice, doesn't it?
I guess.
But
But what?
it seems kind of funny now.
And why is that?
I mean, look at us. We've done what Jupiter can't.
Apparently, somehow. We don't even get how, do we?
We can find our lost opportunities.
Yeah, apparently. For some reason.
That's why I followed you here.
You wanted to talk to me about it?
I thought it would be a good idea to talk to you about all this. Alone.
Makes sense. Yeah. I agree.
There's something else we need to do too, though.
Oh? Find the number 2 bomb?
Exactly.
Okay.
So we should get going.
Alright. Are you gonna answer me why you betrayed me before I even betrayed you, as far as I know? I hope there's an answer for that. That better not be, oh, you just picked the wrong pathway first. Like, that would be stupid. There better be an actual reason for why she sees things not quite the same as me. Why she can see some things first and I don't.
I'm pretty sure the bomb isn't in here. There's nowhere to hide it. So,
You're saying we should go somewhere else.
yeah. Well, come on, don't just stand there. We need to get a move on.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Without waiting for a reply, she turned and started toward one of the exits. I followed. Yeah, we're gonna get giggity now. She was a bitch before, but I guess she's getting a bit better. I don't know. Things are trippy, I guess. It's true. You're trippy. I don't think that makes it okay what she decided to do, to just leave everybody behind, but at least now she's kind of getting a bit better. So when are we going to talk about this? Are we just going to search and talk at the same time, or what? When are we going to find out what the other bracelets are? Archives! Okay. This is with the lion, right? Maybe that'll give some meaning to it? Is that why we're going to the archives? Quite possibly. The archives. Good place to hide a bomb. Now where the hell do we start looking?
I doubt it really matters. If it's here, we'll find it eventually.
So, what about that Jupiter stuff?
We can talk while we look.
Okay.
Now get started.
Okay. Yes, sir. Ma'am, sir. Don't hate me. Don't leave. I turned to a corner of the room and began to look while Fi spoke. It's still kind of silly how it's like, oh, I get 9 points, I'm not allowed to continue. When Fi gets 9, it's okay. Then I can continue. Really? Okay.
I'll start with a conclusion I've come to.
Okay.
Our consciousnesses seem to be able to jump through time.
Like, time, like, yeah, what's that called? Time leaping? And I'm just trying to remember the Steins Gate term. But yeah. The problem is, it's not quite the same, because we have to be able to leap separately through time, but at the same time interact with knowing we can leap through time. Like, let me try to rationalize this in time leaping form, you know, based on Steins Gate theory. I go back in time. No, you went back in time first, or did you? Or did we go back in the same time? Like, it really depends on if the game intended you to play a certain way, or I don't know. So, let's say because this is where it gets weird. Assuming the game isn't just intending me to play it a certain way, assuming, like, this is a real possible, like, route that I can go on. So, she went back, she time leaped to the past. I haven't time leaped yet, okay? And then she betrays me, and I'm like, you fucking bitch balls. So, I time leap to the past. And then I go to a point where she hasn't time leapt. She didn't bother time leaping, she just left. So I time leapt. I went to the point where I betray her. This is the same Fi from, this was the Fi that hasn't time leapt yet. This is a different Fi. Like, this is like the Fi from the past. I'm now meeting the Fi from the past after I time jumped, after meeting the Fi in the future in my past. Because, you know, that makes sense. And then after this, we both time jump. So now we're in the timeline where we've both time jumped. I guess that makes some kind of insane sense. Like, but it has to do with the change. The change. Like, when I went from betray to ally, when Fi time jumped the first time, what was the cause and effect? It had to have been, we subconsciously remember alternate futures, as well as alternate. Actually, that would make sense, right? Because of the premonitions. So we do subconsciously remember alternate futures, just like alternate histories. It's not the same, so it's not quite the same as Steins Gate. Because that would, yeah, explain the premonitions in the beginning, and how, you know, Fi knew who I was, which means we've already played this game at least once. Before even starting the game, we've played the game at least once. I don't know what the outcome was, of course, but it must have been bad. So, yeah, because the bomb went off or whatever. Anyways, here we are.
No, sorry. Through time isn't really accurate.
Through reality or through dimensions? Consciousness seemed to be able to jump through time.
It's more like we move through worlds.
Yeah, like world lines. We move to parallel worlds. Our consciousness can go to parallel worlds. We make different choices. Somehow we retain the memories. The question is, how are our consciousnesses jumping? Worlds?
Yes. I don't mean physical planets in this case. Talking about a whole different universe, really. Parallel worlds.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's just the question of how do our minds jump. What?
Do you know about the many worlds interpretation?
Oh, I know all about the many worlds interpretation. Oh my gosh. I can't wait for the Steins Gate movie to get dubbed. They licensed it. I just gotta hurry up and dub it. I want to watch it. Oh. I know some people are gonna say in the comments, oh, the Japanese version is better, but I don't know. I haven't seen the Japanese version, but I like the English version well enough. I know the Japanese actor for Okabe is, like, amazing. I've heard his son of a bitch line, but his famous one. But, I don't know. I still prefer the dub because it's my language. I will concede, though. Okabe in Japanese is, like, the amazing thing ever. But I still prefer the dub. Because it's my language. Maybe if I spoke Japanese, I'd prefer the Japanese. I don't know. Well, kind of. I think I've heard of it once or twice.
Oh, well, I'll just explain it. Let's say...
Just use the ally and betray functions.
I don't care what it is, but could you move?
What? Huh? Oh, I get it. I know what you're saying.
Scratch your head, cross your arms, put your hands on your hips. Anything?
I had no idea what this was supposed to explain, but I did as she'd asked. Oh, geez, I'm supposed to pick? Scratch head, cross arms, put hands on hips, applaud. Others? What are others? Oh. Cheer. Blow a kiss. Tap dance, moonwalk. Others? Okay. Let's do something funny. Blow a kiss, tap dance, moonwalk. Let's blow her a kiss. Or moonwalk. Ooh, it's close. I'm gonna blow her a kiss. Mwah! Mwah! Go, feelings, touch her heart! Are you about to laugh? She dodged them. That's cold. Oh, she dodged them. She's like, I get it.
You did something gross just now, didn't you?
Yes, but I wouldn't have in a different world, right?
But you could have chosen to tap dance or moonwalk.
Yes, somehow you know my options. Tap dance? Moonwalk?
The details don't matter.
Of
Just talking about possibilities here.
course. The only possibilities that exist because they were my choices.
Now, maybe there are other Sigmas in other worlds who did all of those things.
Correct. Or none of them. And just said, fuck off, bitch.
All of these worlds and realities are branching off from one another.
Exactly.
The choices you could have made branched off from the moment you decided what you were going to do just now.
Uh-huh.
Every moment you make a decision, another universe branches off, on and on into infinity.
I know all about this. It's just, they're making it more complicated. So, here's the question. When we're jumping through world lines, are we not going back in time, but by making a different decision, we're going to a different world line, not necessarily our world line, but somebody else's different choice world? Like, for example, with Alice. Like, when we went back in time, did we go back to the other world line, or does she know as well? Does she subconsciously know? That's a question I'm asking, and I'm not knowing the answer yet.
Each of those branches is an alternate world.
Uh-huh.
A world where a version of you did something different.
Uh-huh.
Haven't you ever thought about what life would have been like if you'd made different choices?
Uh-huh, of course, every day.
What if you'd gone to this high school instead of that one? What if you hadn't started a study group?
What if you didn't accidentally spill a drink on your date's shoes?
What if you hadn't told that girl you liked her?
What if you had told that girl you liked her?
What if? What if? But are those what ifs really just what ifs? Or are there other worlds out there where you did those things?
Maybe there are.
Anyway, that's the many worlds interpretation in a nutshell.
Okay, I got that.
I've simplified it a lot.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be human actions, though.
Oh?
I just used your actions to make the explanation easier to grasp.
Well, what else is there? Accidents? Like a bridge breaking as opposed to not breaking? Based on sturdiness?
The actions of a cat, the flight of a bee, the movement of a microorganism, even fluctuations in air temperature. All these can change history.
Uh-huh. Butterfly effect. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a second here. I'll let microorganisms slide, but there's no way that air is conscious of anything.
Can you say for sure that you are?
I think, therefore I am? Some guy said that, right? What?
All of your actions are caused by the cells in your brain. If we go down a little further, then you could say all of your actions are the result of atoms or electrons, or smaller particles we haven't even discovered yet.
No, I think, therefore I am. Some dude said that, so it's true, right?
Are those atoms and electrons still you making a decision?
That is very confusing, and I don't like you saying that. Good ma'am, sir.
At that level, how different are you from the air?
Well? Shut up.
I'd say not much.
But it's the pieces that make up the whole.
Human existence is just one part of reality. Falling in love is like a tulip blossoming. A tulip blossoming is like a tornado forming in South America.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Sure?
The only thing that really matters is the action of the most elementary particles of matter.
Like magically becoming Ice-9 when it shouldn't? Question mark?
That's where history happens. That's where universes branch out.
Fair enough.
Hey, you stopped.
Indeed.
Are you done with that shelf?
Am I? No, not yet.
Well, keep looking while I talk.
I'll keep talking while I look.
How familiar are you with quantum physics?
A little bit. Mostly just the Steins Gate theories, but, yeah.
Never mind, don't answer that. I'll try and keep it simple for you.
Quantum physics has to do with time travel, I know, but it should be impossible. At least, realistically, it probably is impossible. Or, at least, it's possible from a theoretical perspective to make time travel possible. Steins Gate even explains a possible method, but it's like, is that even a reality that could be achieved? Like, theoretically speaking, you can maybe do something like that, but I don't know.
Let's see. Hey, hand me that box, will you?
Okay. Oh, the dice one. This one? Sure. I handed the box I've been examining over to her. She set it down on the desk and opened the top.
Also... Ah, there's a stuffed lion over there.
Okay, where are we going with this?
Perfect. He's part of Felidae, too.
What? Felidae? Who? With that, she grabbed the lion and tossed it unceremoniously into the box. She also took a weight and an ink jar and put them in the box next to the lion. And those were actual things, so that's cool. In the puzzle room that we went in. Back when we did the archive.
Alright. Everything's ready.
Okay. Ready?
Remember that book in the crew quarters about Schrodinger's cat?
Sure.
It relates to all this stuff I've been talking about.
Okay.
Anyway, come look at the box.
Alright, I'm looking. What about looking for the...
This'll only take a minute.
Okay.
Now look.
Yes, Mom. Ma'am. Sir. I shrugged and peered into the box.
What do you see?
Well, there's a stuffed lion.
From now on, that's a cat.
Okay.
A living cat.
Okay.
This is important.
Alright.
Got it?
Yes. It's a cat, meow.
Oh, man. This again?
Yup. I forgot about this. Sorry. I can't help it.
I find that hard to believe.
Heh.
Ugh. Fine. Maybe I can just ignore it.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
Alright, what else do you see?
Oh wait, that's not even a pond? Oh, you're not talking about cats, so why are you saying a pond? Yeah, I guess because a cat's there. Whatever, I suppose that's okay. And a jar of ink. That's not even open, I think is what he meant to say, yeah. Or wait. Oh wait, that's not even open? What? Whatever, and a jar of ink.
Right. Now the weight is going to be radioactive material,
Okay.
and the jar of ink is full of poisonous gas.
We've already seen that. We've already talked about this with potassium, but okay. What? I'm getting out of here.
Idiot. It's not really full of gas.
This
is just hypothetical.
Okay.
Imagine that it's full of gas.
Okay. Then I should be getting out of here if I'm imagining it.
So, what's the weight?
Radioactive material. You said so.
And the jar of ink?
The poisonous gas.
Exactly. Good work.
Good boy.
Now, there's one other thing you need to know about the jar.
Whoa, that's some funky pointing. They really needed to point that to us? Okay.
If it's struck by any of the alpha particles the radioactive material emits, it'll break.
Alright.
These particles are emitted randomly, but there's a 50% chance that one of them will come into contact with the jar over the course of an hour.
Uh-huh.
So let's close the lid. And pretend an hour has passed. Here's the question. Is the cat inside of the box alive or dead?
It's impossible to know without opening the box, so as of now we can only say he's both alive and dead.
You can't open the box to check. And you can't hit the box. Obviously you can't shake it either. It's also been soundproofed, so the cat could be howling up a storm in there and you'd never know. Basically, you have no idea what's going on inside the box.
Okay.
Do you remember what happens if the alpha particles hit the jar?
It dies. It breaks, gas fills the box, the cat inhales it, and death will whisk her away.
And what if the jar doesn't break?
Then the cat's alive. The cat lives to tell the tale.
Haha. And what are the chances of either of those things happening?
50%. 50%.
Uh-huh. So, what's your answer? Is the cat alive or dead?
Yes, that is the answer. I can't personally know.
Then guess.
It's 50-50.
It's not hard. Alive or dead?
What? Really? I'm guessing? The cat's pause for dramatic effect alive!
Nope. You're wrong.
I already know the right answer. Why couldn't I just say the right answer from the beginning? It's dead?
That's wrong too.
It's both. I get it. What's the right answer?
The answer is that it's in a state where it is neither dead nor alive.
But it's also both dead and alive. What? How does that make any sense?
It's an extrapolation of something we see at the atomic level. We don't know if an atom is spinning upward or downward until we measure it.
Uh-huh.
Before it's measured, those two possibilities coexist.
Exactly. But that doesn't mean they're neither. They're either is what you should be saying. I think. I don't know.
But as soon as the measurement is taken, obviously, only one possibility is the truth.
Uh-huh.
That's what's happening with the alpha particles.
Okay.
Since we can't know when they were emitted or where, we only know the probability that they'll impact the jar.
Uh-huh.
Because we can't observe anything that's happening in the box, that becomes the entire system. In other words, the box is like the atom. We don't know how the cat's life or death situation has resolved itself until we look at it.
Uh-huh.
Until we do, it's just a bunch of possibilities.
Uh-huh. I know all this already. Get to the point!
Do you get it?
Yes.
If the cat in the box is possibilities,
I get it. It's both alive and dead. And also, it's neither alive and dead. Also, it's either alive or dead.
right. So, let's open the lid. And when we do, all the possibilities will collapse into a single truth.
Uh-huh.
Meow.
Nice.
What a relief, huh? Looks like the cat's alive.
Okay. Now what?
Anyway, that's Schrodinger's cat.
I already knew all of this, but okay. And you didn't let me choose the right answer from the start. That's silly, game.
The many worlds interpretation is one theory for explaining that weirdness.
Okay. So there's another world out there where this cat died?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Well, there wasn't an actual cat, but yeah.